Okay, let's begin. Hello YouTube, welcome to another video with me, Stefan Knight. Last year, I did a video called the best gimbal accessory ever, which is called the PED Movie Remote Air Mini. It's this guy here. Oh, see if the follow focus works. Comes with a really fat motor. This is the dual control one, which lets you control zoom and focus. And it has these cables here, which are these LEMO cables and D-tap cables. Great system, it worked so well. However, a year and a half later and they've made something even better. So this one's the Live Air Mini. It consists of these two components here. The film controller here, oh, come on focus, and the brain and the motor with a 50mm here. The way these two connect is through Bluetooth connectivity, which I've been using it fine on sets. Something I wasn't too happy with the old system is that it used these cables over here, these LEMO cables, which were great because it gave you a solid connection between the thumb control and the motor. However, this thick cable just kept on dangling on my rig, and then sometimes it'd even catch with like the feet of my gimbal, or it'd catch on people, or it'd drag on the floor. And yeah, that's one of the negatives that I wasn't too happy with. So I'm so happy they've made a wireless version because it's just so minimal, and you know, there's just less things to pack. It's like tiny things. So let's talk about these two. So the way these guys are powered are, brain over here, which is also the motor, is powered by this tiny LPE12 battery. The battery on this is around 10 hours of use, maybe longer, I am not sure. Oh, you get a spare battery, which is pretty cool. And then you get a charger, pretty cool, great little charger. However, look at that. It falls apart. But I'm sure you can get these chargers on eBay. It comes with a 50mm rod, and then you also get this lovely box. Then you get this cold shoe attachment over here, which you attach on top of your, I think, say for example you're shooting on an A7S, you put this on the cold shoe and then you can put a rod on there and connect the motor to the rod. The way this is charged up is it has an internal battery on there. It has a tiny micro USB, you can see it there. Again, I think this lasts around, I think it's about 8 hours use. So the thing I like about having batteries built in is that there's no need for an actual cable between, you know, to connect both of them to power them, and it keeps the size quite small. But what I'm not too happy with is that you need to charge two separate things. So you need to charge this via micro USB, and then you got to charge these batteries here as well, which is a bit annoying because sometimes if you're prepping your kit and you forget and you're on set and then you're like, oh no, like, you know, what's my battery level? And then you get stressed out. It's just an added stress that you don't need. So another thing I wanted to talk about is how to measure or how to know if your battery's running out. You have a little sticker here, which actually tells you the level of the battery, and that's done by the color. If it's flashing white, it means you've got 100 to 75%, green, 74 to 50, yellow, 40 to 20, red, 20 to 0. And that's the same on the motor. You just need to keep an eye on it and make sure that you'll see in whites and greens, which means you're around 100 to 50% battery. There isn't an on button for this motor. So the way you turn this on is by putting the battery in the right way, and then it will turn on straight away. So say you put the battery in the correct way, so the contacts align and it's powering the motor, and then you get it out, turn it on, and then it's run out of battery. I guess the way I fix this is by putting the battery the other way around, and it just keeps the unit turned off. You've got an antenna there, and then a little button here, which by pressing it a certain amount of times will allow you to calibrate the lens, reset, change the motor rotation, open the Bluetooth, blah, 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 blah. And same with this guy, you've got the antenna. Let's set this up on the FS5 over here, and then I'll show you how to set it up with a lens that doesn't have any hard stops like this one, but has a third-party gear on there. So yeah, this is, oh, there we go, that is connected, and this is flashing green, which I think means we're good. We've got like 70% battery. Sorry for the honk. And now we're gonna get the thumb controller, focus, turn that guy on. So I'm just gonna press the button there. And we've got a red light, is that right? We've got a red light here, which hopefully, and it's just flashing green, which I think that means our battery is on 74 to 50. Cool, so the light is on both of them now, and then all we do is press and Press once and then press again, but hold it, and that should calibrate the lens. So let's have a look. And it's not doing it. All right, let's try it again. One, hold. Okay, now they're connected, great. Perfect example of Bluetooth devices, of why they do or sometimes don't work, but now it works perfectly fine. So I've got them paired. The way I fixed this was by tapping on open Bluetooth, which meant tapping it 1, 2, 3, and then the 4th you hold. Doing the same on the motor. They both start blinking, and then they start talking to each other, and then calibrate the motor, and there we go, it works now. You just need to spend some time with it and know how to fix it when you come across a slight hiccup on set. So yeah, coming back to the things I like about this, it's very responsive. For a Bluetooth device, it's pretty responsive. Let's see. Is that a good example? The distance works quite well too. How could I show this? How could I show this? It works there. Also, this is a nice little unit. Say you have, say you don't have your own follow focus system, but you've got a skeleton crew, and then you've got someone assisting you. They can essentially grab this, look at the monitor, and pull focus for you while your tiny little follow focus device. But it can work. Say you're both together and he's looking at the monitor, and he can just pull focus on this tiny little guy. It could work, it could work. Oh, I'm gonna set it up on the red over here with a photo lens, which is the Sigma 18, not 18, it's the 50mm. This is a side handle I've got for the red, where I'm gonna first I'm gonna attach, oh God, I'm gonna attach the film control onto. So I think you can attach this to, I think the maximum diameter that you can attach this to is 30mm. Tighten that guy. We can have a little test, see if that works well. I'm happy with that. Attach that to the side. Cool. Next thing we need to do is put the motor on. So I'll show you on this side, so very awkward, but anyway, just slide that on. Do we have a light? Yeah, we have a yellow flashing or green flashing light. So I'm just gonna turn on the thumb control on the side here. So let's press it one and then again. And it works, but what you should do is hold the lens just before it hits this little cap here, because there's no hard stops on here, so you have to create its own start and end point. And here we go, now it works. So I'm looking down because I've got like a focus reading here, and I'm just making sure, because there's no hard stops, you have to kind of guess, and then you end up having like muscle memory, knowing where to focus. And you're not using like the full spectrum of the ring, you're literally just using these tiny parts. But I think you can add an A and B point, so let's try and do that on camera. Cool, let's go to this minimum focus, which is here, and then you press the button once. And then we go to the B point, so we're gonna go to infinity, which is here, press it again. And then now hopefully, we can go to the entire end, from one end to another, and it won't surpass that point. Boom, boom. And then here you have a nice tight package, shooting with a dual handle system, complete wireless solution of shooting handheld. Again, you can attach this to a tripod handle, Movi handles, Ronin 2 handles, or like a ring. You can attach it to, sorry for that noise. Okay, and we are back after that bloody alarm. So yeah, I was gonna finish up this video saying that you can get this unit from Pity Movie themselves, or you can get it at Cinegear Pro if you live in London. It retails at around £400. Great little price. And yeah, you can attach this to, you can use this if you're a solo shooter, if you're on a big crew, or if, yeah, but I personally think is if you want to keep things small and you're shooting handheld, or if you're on a tripod or you're on a gimbal, it's very flexible in all those ways. The guys over at PD Movie also sent me the Remote Live Air 4, which is the control unit, the actual follow focus and control unit, which is very similar to this, but well, obviously on steroids. And that's also priced so well. It actually comes with the thumb controller included as well. So you don't have to get both separate things. You can just buy that one unit, that package, because I think they have different packages depending on how many motors you want. So you could have the full fizz control, so focus, iris, and zoom. Currently in the review, making the review for that one, but I'm actually shooting with it as much as I can on set and trying to get people's opinions on what they think of it, because I think it's probably one of the best follow focuses, best budget follow focuses out there for the price, for the bang for buck essentially. But yeah, more on that when I release the video, so just make sure you subscribe and hold tight on that one. Make sure to also follow me on Instagram where you can see what the things I get up to on set. I'm gonna try and do more videos, create more videos for you guys, maybe more about the red. So a lot of people, I don't see many red videos out there, and if you guys wanna know how I shoot, how I set my red up, let me know in the comment section below. I hope you like this new setup outside. Sorry for the noise outside, but it's good to get some fresh air. And yeah, make sure to give me a thumbs up, make sure to subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Peace!